My name is Michelle, and I am going to be telling you the history of the first Christmas tree. The Christmas tree and the decorations and the symbolic religion has all been deeply rooted in our history. And one of my favorite times of the year as a child was decorating the Christmas tree, unwrapping each individual ornament and placing it in that special part on the tree. The origin of the Christmas tree actually began with just a branch from the evergreen tree. And it was used as, by the Germans as a winter solstice, which was a celebration in itself. And eventually it was also known as the Yule, which is how the Yule log became popular. But then this winter solstice turned into Christmas. In 1848, the first Christmas tree was decorated. Queen Victoria encouraged her husband, Prince Albert, to replicate the Christmas tree that he had once as a child. In doing so, this hit the London news, and it became so popular that it spread to the UK and the United States. Today, the Christmas tree is grown in 50 states, and 1 in every 5 homes will have a Christmas tree. The first Christmas tree in 1912 was donated and displayed in the White House. I'm sorry, in New York City. I apologize. In New York City in 1912. In 1923, the Christmas tree was donated as the first Christmas tree to be decorated on the west lawn at the White House. And 1933 was the first time that the Rockefeller Center began the tradition of the Christmas tree lighting. 95% of our Christmas trees are grown on Christmas farms, which is also a family tradition with most families, is to go and pick out the Christmas tree and cut it down. The tallest Christmas tree recorded was 199 feet tall, 91 years old, and it was grown in Woodland, Washington. Today, over 100 million Christmas trees will be sold in the U.S. And what would a Christmas tree be without the Christmas ornaments? Each ornament has its own specific meaning when it comes to religion and the Christmas tree. But the first ornaments were all handmade. They were handmade from berries and fruits and popcorn, strung by the string and dyed to add to the tree. A lot of people inserted candles on the branches for the lighting. And then, in 1988, Edward Johnson invented the first string of lights. And Edward Johnson was an associate to Thomas Edison. So then the Christmas trees and the ornaments were invented in Germany with the blown glass in the 1800s. And over 200,000 of those blown glass ornaments were exported to the United States from Germany. And so the decorations also have a religious meaning to the Christmas tree. Each ornament representing the wreath of eternal life, the candy cane as a shepherd's hook, and of course the angel on top of the tree representing the arrival of the birth of Jesus Christ. Of course, a lot of people still put a star on the tree representing the Star of Bethlehem. A lot of people don't associate the Christmas tree as a religious symbol, However, it has always been a part of the religious celebrations, from Mass, which originally started as a Christ Mass, and it was the only time of the year that service was allowed after dark and before sunrise the next day. That's how they got it as the midnight Mass. So Christ together with Mass makes Christmas. So Pope John Paul in 1982 introduced the Christmas tree into the Vatican, stating that the Christmas tree reminded him of Christ. So although the Christmas tree does not have a symbolic meaning to religion, everybody has associated the tree with religion. So when you put up your Christmas trees this year, I hope you'll remember the history of the Christmas tree, the decorations, and the religious meaning behind Christmas Day. Thank you so much. That was terrible, wasn't it?
No, I actually learned a few things.
And I'm going to tell my kids about
You ready?
No.